Happy Friday, everyone. Should be a nice chill video today because I saw this morning when I woke up. I was scrolling Instagram reels, and what came up was a pretty interesting Instagram reel from Chat Us Up. They have a YouTube channel as well. So here, 6.6 thousand subscribers. This video has 25,000 views, and it was uploaded 2 days ago. Apparently they go to, different events, not just NASCAR, but NASCAR and different events as well, footballing events, and they talk to people. And so this video is about which NASCAR video game was the best, and they're specifically asking the drivers. And so I've seen, I've made videos on my channel before asking what you think is the best. You guys, if you're new to the channel, you don't know who I am. Hello, my name is Milad. AKA Real Rabin, also known as Fake Rabin, also known as many other nicknames. The majority of you who have been watching the channel know that my favorite NASCAR video game, or probably what I would say is the best, is NASCAR Thunder 2004. I think that's kind of where I lean to, and we'll go through this video and explain why I think that, but also what these guys think and what they think the best game is. So I saw the first 20 seconds of this video, and then I stopped because I knew I wanted to react to it. So I do know the first couple of guys. I think I know what Briscoe's is, and we'll talk about that. So yeah, if you want to hit the subscribe button, please do. If you're new to the channel, really appreciate it. Thank you guys for all the support as always. Patreon members, thank you as always for supporting the channel. And yeah, let's get into it because this is going to be very fascinating. So I'm going to play the first few because this is only 1:25. So I'm going to play the first few without interrupting, and then we'll stop and go back. But I'm not going to let the entire video play. So let's see what Bell has to say.
What do you think is the greatest NASCAR video game of all time?
Is it bad if I say Dirt to Daytona?
No.
That was my favorite one growing up. I love Dirt to Daytona.
NASCAR 98. There was a cheat code where you could shoot paintballs at the cars in front of you.
NASCAR 2003 racing season. It's unbelievable that game was made in 2003.
I was a big NASCAR 08 kid. Yeah, everything about NASCAR 8 just gets me going.
All right, this is not where we get to Stenhouse. So 4 games there. Let's just start on this one. Now, I have the majority of my old PS2 games. My family moved. We moved to a new house when I was in college at the moment. Came down, and my family moved to a new house. And so all my old games were in a box and they got moved. I still have NASCAR 08 at my family's house in South Florida, in my room, in my in one of the cabinets of my desk. This game still sits there, and it is this game. It's not the Xbox 360 version. It is the PS2 version. So I have played this game a lot growing up. Is it one of the best? No. I don't really know why Austin Cindric says that. That objectively, that is not one of the better games. The Xbox 360 version is definitely not. Kind of a mess. A lot of the EA Sports games, when they moved into that generation of consoles, they had to redo a lot of the games. And so not just NASCAR 08, but we could talk Madden 06 and college football and NBA Live and all those games that went into the 360 era, PS3 era, when they started. Those games had a lot of issues, a lot of bugs, a lot of teething issues. The PS2 version didn't. It was just a copy and paste from a lot of the previous games. The Earn Your Stripes mode and stuff. I put a lot of hours into that game. Is it one of the best? Absolutely not. We're going to talk about Briscoe's in a second. NASCAR 98, I didn't even know about that in terms of the cheat code for paintballs. I have played this game on the channel. I might have to try and find that cheat code because I don't know what it is. So I'm going to have to try and find that. So Ryan Priest, thank you for mentioning that because I need to see if that cheat code actually exists. And then Dirt to Daytona. So Dirt to Daytona is a lot of people's favorite. And it is from the creators of NASCAR Heat, which were, Monster Games, which all these years later, we come back full circle. NASCAR 25. To be fair, NASCAR 25 have people from Dirt to Daytona, from the Thunder days, from everywhere, from the Papyrus days, of course, because iRacing, right? So it's a mix of everything. But Dirt to Daytona was very popular. I just didn't grow up on this game. I think that's the main reason why I don't So everyone's different, right? I was born in 97, so I grew up in that PS2 era, but I did not grow up with this game. This was not, I think this game came out I don't know if it was same year or a year before NASCAR Thunder 2003. And NASCAR Thunder 2003 was my first NASCAR game that I got from Blockbuster, renting on the PS2. So I think I just came, like, in terms of like growing up, I just came out just a little bit too late for this game, and then I kind of never circled back to it. I never played this game as a kid. I played it on an emulator growing up. It's a good game. I think it's a really good game. I just don't think it holds to a lot of the other better games or best games in my opinion. But if you grew up on this game, I can completely understand why you see it as the best. I think everyone's opinion there could be a little bit different.
That was my favorite.
It's a cheat.
And then this one. So
2003 racing.
I actually don't classify this. This is the best video game. I don't classify this with all the others. This one is a little bit special. It's a little bit different. Obviously, this was a PC game by Papyrus. They would end up becoming iRacing. Objectively, if you're talking video games, this is most likely the best. Like, this is it is, like he said, kind of mind-blowing that game was made in 2003. This would eventually turn into iRacing. iRacing would become one of the best Sims, the worldwide leader in Sims, basically, and all that. Now, the reason why I don't have this as my best is for one sole reason. I don't classify it as a console game, and when I think of video game, I'm thinking console game, and so that's where my mind goes to. I also did not grow up on this game. The first knowledge I had of this game was from YouTube with the Crash compilations. If you guys know, if you know what I'm talking about. You know the Jeff Gordon thumbnail. I don't remember the user that made that. It's still on YouTube. It was like 17 years ago or something like that. But the NASCAR Racing 2003 Crash compilations. That's how I was introduced to this game. And then I tried. Like, I didn't grow up on a computer. I grew up on consoles. So I think sometime around like 2010, 2011, somewhere around there, I got a computer, and I didn't want to spend like the $100. This game was like over $100 on the market. You cannot get this. You cannot purchase this game for anything that less than like $120, $130, and so I couldn't do that. You know, my parents also would not do that. So my introduction to this game was somehow getting it, downloaded. If you know, getting it downloaded on your computer and doing it that way. And I don't remember exactly when the first time I played this game was, but it was a process, because you then had to set up the controller and stuff like that, and it was different. And I just took me a while to get into it. Once I got into it, this is a fantastic game. The modding, of course, the modding has made the NASCAR racing game live as long as it has, and it still continues to this day. Just for me, not my favorite, or not my best, only because I did not grow up with it. And I feel like a lot of you guys did not grow up with it. We grew up in the console games. But if you had a computer, if you are a little bit older than me, if you're in your mid-30s, upper 30s, you probably grew up with this. You probably had a computer. You probably grew up with this. And that's probably your best game. Objectively, in terms of quality, this is the best, but it's not a console game, so I have a little asterisk to it, in my opinion. It's just it's different. It's different from all the other games. And then obviously it turns into iRacing. It's absolutely outstanding, right? So we know that.
Unbelievable.
Let's hear what the next few are.
2000 World of Outlaws Rat Bag video game.
That's not a NASCAR game, Ricky. That's not a NASCAR game. What are you doing? That's not a What's your favorite NASCAR video game?
I think it's 2000 World of Outlaws Rat Bag video game.
That's World of Outlaws. That's not NASCAR. Okay, we move on. Austin
Go
Dillon.
with iRacing. I have an iRacing team.
Daytona, the arcade
iRacing doesn't technically count. Not technically.
game. That was it. Like, that was the go-to. You would go from fourth to first and whip it in the oval there. Yeah, that was the OG game.
My only question on this one is which version? Because every time I went to an arcade, there was like multiple different Daytona USAs. Like, I don't even know which version of Daytona USA that we're talking about here, but
like, that was the go-to.
yeah, if you went to an arcade,
from fourth to first,
again,
and whip it
best arcade
in the
game,
oval
basically.
there.
Yeah, you could say that.
That was the OG game.
NASCAR Inside Line.
NASCAR Dirt to Daytona.
Ooh, NASCAR video game Dirt to Daytona. I remember that game back in the
Three
day.
Dirt to Daytonas. 3 Dirt to Daytonas. So obviously a lot of people think Dirt to Daytona. If I was born in 1995 or 1996, this might have been my favorite NASCAR game. I'm being honest. I think I was born 1 year too late, and I just didn't get around to it.
Started out with street stocks and you got to do, that was like the first NASCAR game that had dirt racing on it.
Dude, I forget which one it was, but it was the only game that the physics felt like drivable. I don't remember what year it was, but I played it in like 2015, 2016.
Man, honestly, the new one's pretty good. The NASCAR Thunder's obviously, a pretty good one.
Connor Zillish, he's on me. He's with me, baby. Now this is funny because Connor is so young, right? I was, he's 10 years younger than I am. So he would have played this game on an emulator. I don't think he would have played this game on a PS2. I mean, I'm trying to think when Connor was like 9 years old. That's only 10 years ago. He didn't grow up on the PS2. So Connor knows his video games. Finally, a NASCAR Thunder 2004 shout out. It only took a minute to get in. He also said NASCAR 25 is pretty good. So he's played that game. He likes it. So we'll see how that goes. NASCAR Thunder 2004, first shout out there. Let's quickly go back. So Jesse Love says NASCAR 15. I'm going to tie that in to what Noah Graxon said. Where is he? Josh Berry said Dirt to Daytona. So where's Graxon? Where is he? Where'd he go? Did I miss him?
Well, that was the OG game.
Sideline.
There we go. Okay, so Noah Graxon, Inside Lines. I want to talk about this. Jesse loves one as well. In my opinion, NASCAR the game Inside Line is the best NASCAR video game since the Thunder series. In my opinion. I think it's objectively, it's better than 08. It's better than 09. It's better than 2011. It's better than 14 and 15. It's better than NASCAR Heat Evolution, NASCAR Heat 1, NASCAR Heat 2, NASCAR Heat 3, and NASCAR Heat 4. I would still say Inside Line's better than those games. And obviously, we don't want to talk about NASCAR 21 Ignition. The thing about Inside Line, and if you didn't grow up with this, it's really tough to explain because this game, it's a Eutechnics game, and the Eutechnics games had a lot of bugs, all right? Published by Activision, a lot of bugs, a lot of weird things, but like Jesse Love said, the physics, it felt drivable. NASCAR 15 is just a little bit like, it's just a different version of Inside Line. Inside Line, based the 2012 version, it came out in 2013, February 2013. This game brought back league racing. Like, so I grew up online NASCAR 09. NASCAR 09 online racing is the best online NASCAR video game likely ever. Like, iRacing is its own thing. But in terms of consoles, NASCAR 09 is the best ever. Lifelong friendships were made from that game, a lifelong community. The Daytona and Talladega racing on that game, the mile-and-a-half racing on that game, each track, NASCAR 09 online is the best. This brought it back because then, NASCAR 10 didn't happen. NASCAR 2011 was a buggy mess, laggy online, did not work. NASCAR Inside Line brought it back. You could race online in this game. Now, this game was not as strong as NASCAR 9 at the plate racing. Nowhere close. You couldn't just hop onto Inside Line, go to Daytona and Talladega, and have this 3-wide awesome racing. It was nowhere near that. So the weakness online was the plate racing. However, if you play this game in single player or in a league, and I'm telling you right now, what this game is forever known for is Atlanta. You go to Atlanta, you feel that tire wear. This game was the only NASCAR console game over the course of all of them where you could legitimately save tires and feel the right rear of the car. And you had the, if you wanted to push at Atlanta, you would then fall off a cliff. If you wanted to save your tires, you would catch them over a long run. You could do the same thing at Richmond. Richmond was another track where you kind of felt that right rear. It was a driver's track. Any mile-and-a-half on this game. The road courses felt very, very fun on this game. The pure driving physics of NASCAR the game Inside Line is one of the best, if not the best, over the course of the NASCAR console video game lifetime. So hearing Noah Graxon, I've heard Noah Graxon is a video game connoisseur when it comes to NASCAR games. This is a very, very, very plausible, acceptable, and debatable number one favorite for in terms of the best. If you've never played this game, you gotta play it. The car feels heavy. You can feel the right rear. You can make adjustments on the car to make it feel different. Yeah, the AI is a little bit of a weakness. They can be very crazy and stuff, but you can get a lot of good. And this game had a lot of other stuff in it as well in terms of the challenges, in terms of collectibles and stuff like that. Overall, 8.5 out of 10 video game. Probably the best in the modern era in terms of NASCAR. This game is really good. It's a very, very good
Dirt
game.
to Daytona.
Ooh, NASCAR to do.
So we have 3 Dirt to Daytonas. All right, let's continue where we left off. So Connor said NASCAR Thunder 2004. Let's go.
I think the new one's gonna hold a candle to it.
We're going to go with NR 2003 because they had like this paint shop feature that was super cool, so that's my favorite.
NASCAR 2002.
Oh, NASCAR Inside Line, 100%.
Oh, another inside line. Is that 2 or 3? No, that's 2. That's 2 for inside line. Jesse Love said 15. NASCAR Thunder 2002. Now, this is John Hunter Nemechek saying this. Again, my first game was Thunder 2003. I'm a little surprised I've not heard Thunder 2003 yet. I'm a little surprised. And only one Thunder 2004. So that's a little weird to me. Also, no Chase for the Cups. Chase for the Cup is like its own. I don't think Chase for the Cup is better than 2004. However, it is like in terms of just memory, like it's a very like good game. And if you grew up with that, because I did grow up with 05 as well. I didn't play 04 as a kid. I played 04 later in my life. But Thunder 2003 and 2005 are the two PS2 console games I played growing up. Those are very good games. First shot for this one. This one just it was too early. Nowhere near Thunder 2003 and 2004. So too early there.
2002.
Oh, NASCAR Inside Line, 100%. Noah and I raced a ton on NASCAR Inside Line.
There you go.
In our like
that
car
explains Zane
trailers
Smith
stuff
and
growing
Noah
up.
Jackson.
2011 for sure.
No. What? Why?
Like, that was a key one that I always raced.
No. That's how we end it. We end it with
Key one
2011.
for,
No. I'm sorry, Justin Haley. That's no. This one is objectively wrong. This one is. Now, if you want to say it had probably the best trailer to any NASCAR video game, you could probably say that. The trailer to this video game, because NASCAR 9, NASCAR 10 got canceled, we were all looking forward to NASCAR 2011. We were like, oh my God, NASCAR 2011. Then we saw that trailer, this CGI trailer, no gameplay footage. You know, Greg Biffle is flipping at Dover and stuff like that. Great trailer. The actual game, absolutely not. Now, Technics did work on this, and then they created Inside Line, which is a very good game, but this game, absolutely not. So we have a 2011 shout out. How did 2011 get a shout out, but not NASCAR Thunder 2003? That is crazy to me. No Heat games were mentioned in this, so NASCAR Heat 2002, or NASCAR Heat, Evolution through 2 through 3, 4, and 5. None here. No one trolled here and said NASCAR 21 Ignition. So it does seem like, again, if you are a little bit older, like Justin Allgaier here, NR 2003. Objectively, which NASCAR video game was the best? NR 2003 is a video game. It's just different from the rest. So that's why I think I hold it a little bit differently, because it is different to the rest. Objectively, if I had to go with one, in terms of what I think objectively is correct, I'd probably say NR 2003. I would probably say that. If you told me remove that one and go console only, like it had to be on a GameCube or PS2, 360, PS4, PS5, whatever it was, and it had to be on the consoles, and not just a computer game, then I would say, in my opinion, Thunder 2004. However, I can understand Dirt to Daytona. I can understand Inside Line. I could even maybe understand if you said Chase for the Cup, if you just really like that game, because that had fights at the top and everything, completely new game mode and stuff like that. So I can understand that. So I would think if you pick either Dirt to Daytona, Thunder 2003, or Thunder 2004, Inside Line, or Chase for the Cup, I think those are all plausible shouts. If you pick anything else, I think that's where you get a little, like, Total Team Control. I wouldn't say Total Team Control. That's 06, 07, no. 08 and 09. 09 specifically for online is the greatest of all time in terms of consoles, but not everything else, no. So very fascinating to hear what the drivers said. And then we do have, to be fair, we do have a NASCAR 25 shout from Connor Zillish over here, where he says,
honestly, the new one's pretty good.
I've not played NASCAR 25, but if he says that
NASCAR Thunder's obviously, a pretty good one, but I think the new one's going to hold a candle to it.
If he says the new one can hold a candle to NASCAR 25, or to NASCAR Thunder 2004, that comment, out of anything I've seen, gets me actually really hyped for NASCAR 25. I trust Connor Zillish. He's a young, I can't believe he's 9 years younger than me. That's absolutely insane. But he is, I can tell he understands his video games. And so if he says 25 can hold a candle to 2004, out of anything I've seen from NASCAR, that right there has my ears perked up. I'm like, excuse me, it can hold a candle. You got me, my friend. I am here. I am excited. I am invested for October 14th. So what do you guys think in the comments down below? I somehow, don't know how, made a 1 minute and 25 a minute 25 a minute 25 second video short into 20 minutes somehow. I don't really know how, but subscribe to chat us up because I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Subscribe. Subscribe to chat us up. Thank you for that video, for asking those drivers. What do you think is the greatest video game of all time? And give me don't give me your best. I'm saying what I think objectively is the best. I would probably lean towards NR 2003, but my favorite is Thunder 2004. So what do you can put down what is your favorite, but what do you think is objectively the best? If you had to rate a score on it between all these games and give someone the crown, which NASCAR video game is the best? You cannot say iRacing because iRacing is its own thing. I will let you say NR 2003. We will put it in with the rest. So out of all those games, what do you think is the best one? Is there a game that's not on this list that you would say? Let me know in the comments down below. Share this video around. Take care of yourselves. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.